Hi y'all, my name's Kristen. I wanted to make a tutorial video for y'all about how to make a cat bed out of felt, polyester stuffing, and thread, and catnip of course, but I'm not gonna risk taking that ad out due to the fact he's right there. Like, he's right there, and I'd rather not get attacked while I'm sewing. So, the first thing you're gonna need is gonna need to figure out what pieces of felt you want for the bottom part of your cat bed. Actually, the first part you're gonna need to do is measure the box, or if you're relining a cat bed, you have one and you just want to make like a insert piece to put in it, you're gonna need to measure the bottom part of the bed. What I'm doing is I made this cat bed. It's a box and it's one of those tent box, the Heidi tent things. I made one of those today and I decided to make a bed part for it. And mine's too big for a single piece of felt, so I have to use I have to use two pieces. I have to use two pieces of felt, and then I have to use a piece tacked onto it so it's long enough to cover the full bottom. Because you also need to think that you're gonna need extra space. You're gonna need extra space. Onyx. He's trying to eat the yarn out of the box thing. Anyways, you're gonna need extra space to stuff it, as well as the fact after you sew it, which you can hand stitch it, but I'm gonna be using my sewing machine. Anyways, so to get started, you want to take your felt pieces. You want to line them up. Like this. Line them up. And if you're using a sewing machine, you want to make sure, first off, that your felt pieces are completely even. My felt pieces are kind of, the bottom pieces I'm using, they're different than the colored pieces I have because they're a different blend. I do believe, if I remember correctly, these are polyester and wool. The other ones are cotton and polyester. But if you're using a sewing machine, or even if you're hand stitching and you don't want the pieces of thread to continuously move on you, you want to go ahead and tack it off. And we're doing it like I'll explain after we sew it why we're doing this. If you're not an avid sewer, if you are, you'll understand. You want it to be like this, where it's about not quite a ½ inch down, and then you're going to sew, and you're gonna sew. When you're done sewing, it should look like this, where it's like this and like this. And for those of you who had to add a little extra because your box was either too big or your bed was bigger, and if you have like the regular pieces of felt, they actually do make bigger pieces of felt, but I just had the little like single foot pieces of felt. But anyways, if you're the one, if you had to wow, if you had to make the bigger bottom piece to where you had the box or bed that was bigger and you had to add on the extra piece, instead of looking like the single piece, you should have the extra piece like this for mine. So it'll look total like this. Okay. Now, this is gonna be the bottom part. So you want, when you're attaching the top pieces, which for me, I chose 3 different colors of felt. I have a teal, a light pink, and like a lime green. Iggy, she's our Lynx Point Siamese. If you follow the Adventures of Iggy and Onyx, I'm gonna post this on that YouTube channel too. Iggy's colors are pink and lime green, and Onyx's colors are teal. The top pieces are gonna be, for the top of the bed or pillow, are gonna be these 3 colors, and they're gonna be in stripes. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this real quick so I can go ahead and sew those up real quick, and then I'll resume the video. That way the video is not like 2 hours long. But anyways, be back, guys. Okay guys, after you're done sewing all your pieces together, and one thing I like to do is, I'm a very creative person. I like to go outside the box, be creative, one of a kind, unique as all get out. As you can tell by my very patchwork kind of thing, I kind of had to get crafty because, like I said, I had only the foot felt pieces, and I kind of didn't have enough, so I had to make it more. And one thing, if y'all didn't know, felt is an amazing piece of material to work with. Felt is like, you can stretch it. You can work with felt to where, if you're very careful, you can actually, like, see, you can stretch felt. You can stretch felt. But you have to be really careful because you don't want to pull it too thin, because then it'll get thin spots in it. And you can cause it to where it can fall apart, because it'll lose its hold, and it'll lose its, I guess stiffness would be a good word for it. But anyways, okay. When you have your top piece, you want to take your base piece. If you're one of those, well, not one of those, that sounds really bad. If you're different, which I like different, everyone's different in their own way. If you want to have the smooth edge on the bottom, you want to have it up. If you want to have the smooth edge, or if you want to have this piece, like the actual like rough and cut edge on the bottom, you want to have that up. I want to have the smooth edge on the bottom. I think I want to have the smooth edge on the top too. Sorry, my dog Macy, I don't even know what she's doing. She's beating the baby gates with something. No, we don't have a baby. We have to baby gate our duplex house thing. We live on a military base. We have to baby gate the rooms because she thinks she can go in there and eat everything in every room. So yeah, you have to get baby gates. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, with the bottom, if you want the smooth edge side down on the bottom part, put it up. If you want the smooth edge, if you want the smooth edge on top, put it down. Now, what you're gonna do is you want to You want to align it, you want to line it up as best you can.